Hello, I'm Stephen Watson here at Green Hill Martial Arts. They're letting me borrow their school for the day, and I really appreciate that. I'm working with a uh, heavy bag that is neither too um, uh, light for my purposes or too heavy. I think this one, for my purposes, is a little too heavy, and Bob seems about right. So I'm going to try and talk fast. Please go to buymeacoffee.com and look for my Someday Far page, or follow all my links. Look for me on somedayfarm.org. I'm doing this for tips. I know you're here for tips. So the idea is, again, talking fast because this will take about 3 minutes, um, is for me to practice in my G, right? My G Gen. Um, Very easy for me to do this um, poorly, of course. So let's just assume that I've worked out all the kinks and figured out my distance, how much mass I want to do, how to hold my shape, and I feel this resistance, which is going to everlastingly come towards me. I want to get this particular practice in before my hands start to move towards me, which they will, because Bob's going to win this at some point, or also before my principles start to fail. And my principles, of course, are going to fail sooner than Bob is going to fail to fall towards me because of physics. So, assuming I can get everything right, I have the right mass, and I get this practice in before my endurance or my principles falter. The practice here is to turn my torso. I'm going fast, so I don't run out of time, but I'm going to just turn it incrementally a little bit to the right and to the left. And because the hands won't move in space, that means the shape of my shoulders is going to change, right? This is going to be more open. This is going to be more compressed, and so forth as I turn. And I want to feel, does the function fall off? It must fall off, but I want to see, can I feel it fall off? And if so, when do I feel it? And if so, how quickly does it fall off if we were graphing it? Does any turn at all have a rapid fall off or just a little bit? And I'm kind of looking for what's the ideal direction. And that might be a little bit different than you learned in your form. Your form may not teach you the ideal direction, but just an okay direction. So use that with some feedback from a heavy bag. And visit me, patreon.com/somedayfarm. Thanks again to Green Hill Martial Arts here in Killingworth for hosting me today.
This QR code takes you to our link tree, which has all of our links, among them financial support links, which is certainly going to be very helpful. We appreciate your commenting, subscribing, linking, and going to Patreon.